Hey there, what's up? It's JMV. As you can tell, just got through playing a little bit of hoop pickup style over at Hinkle Fieldhouse, which is always fantastic. Normally, some of the media geeks, not so much the true media geeks, because the true media geeks don't play because they're too big of wussies. Just some of us media geeks that actually like to play and can play go out and hoop it up a little bit, which at Hinkle Fieldhouse, can you ask for anything better? And we do that every Tuesday. So back from that, a little bit sweaty, got the garb on, but ready for a fantastic show later on today. Man, you talk about this time of year. And we probably say this in March, too, because we love the NCAA tournament so much. And, you know, when the Colts were in the playoffs and the Super Bowl, I'm sure we loved and embraced January and February as well. But this time of year, you have absolutely everything going on. You got the high school semi-states coming up on Friday. You got high school basketball for the girls underway. The fellas just about underway. You got college basketball with all the pre-Thanksgiving tournaments getting ready to get underway. You got the Maui Invitational with the Hoosiers. You got the Boilermakers in the preseason NIT tip-off, more than likely going to make it to Madison Square Garden. I mean, you got IU later on tonight, for example. Notre Dame and IU coming up next week, too. You just got a lot of stuff going on. The Pacers. You got college football with the bucket game this weekend. Of course, the NFL. A couple of questions for you right now, and this is the one you can answer either to me at 239-1260 or knock yourself out inside the baggery. That would be the Dilger Financial Group fan forum at WNDE.com. I brought up a list last week of those that I felt should get the strongest consideration for NFL MVP. Kurt Warner, top of the list. I thought Jake Delhomme should be up there, too, for leading Carolina. Eli Manning should be there as well. So there are three guys right there that should be at the top of the list. Nobody from Tennessee really jumps off the page. But what about Peyton Manning? I mean, think even at 6-4 right now, where would the Colts be without number 18? Sure, he's been inaccurate at times. Sure, it looks like he's trying to shake the rust off in the months of September and October. But where would they be? And when you consider the award MVP, most valuable player, is there anybody that's been more valuable to this Colts team this year than the presence of Peyton Manning? And again, the grinded out style, the winning grinded out style, is so much different than what we have seen in the past 5 years with this Colts team. It might be a shock to the system, but as long as they keep on winning, it's not that bad. So sit on that and think about it. Right now, Kurt Warner is running away with it as far as public opinion is concerned, but factor it in. Should Peyton be also a part of the equation along with Eli? Pacers need a win later on tonight against the Atlanta Hawks. We know that. Loses 2 consecutive and that heartbreaker on Friday where they had a 38-point first quarter and then just kind of bit the dust after that. We'll talk Pacers and Atlanta. Old Oak and Bucket game. I don't know really what that's going to mean to you or not, but certainly we're going to find out. And this is something that I want you to watch and get your feedback again at WNDE.com. or my email address, which is jmv@wnde.com. Those of you especially that live in the Anderson area, but you could also branch this out to the entire state of Indiana. And I've talked about this on the show. It's an HBO documentary directed by a guest on the show today. His name's John Alpert, who has done a ton of documentaries on HBO, all of which have been fantastic. There's a documentary that debuted last Thursday night that will be on later on tonight on HBO called Dirty Driving, Thunder Cars of Indiana. And it concentrates on the city, the depressed city of Anderson, economically what it looks like, and really kind of paints a broad stroke of Anderson while at the same time giving you a visual of what Indiana could be like. And I'm getting a lot of negative feedback on this particular documentary, especially from those that live in Anderson, and occasionally some of those of the state of Indiana that seem to think that the portrayal of the folks in this documentary aren't quite everybody, every single person in the state of Indiana. I will say this, I don't know what side I'm on. I'm on the entertainment side, and for your hour and 15-minute entertainment value, you will love it. If it doesn't break your heart because you're from Anderson or from Madison County, you will love it. That is called, again, Dirty Driving, Thunder Cars of Indiana. John Alpert, the director, is going to explain all about it coming up a little bit later on. Other than that, WNDE.com, I'm trying to give you $100,000. And you know what? If you don't have the brains to get on there and sign up for it regarding my credit card numbers, then that's your fault, not my problem. That's at WNDE.com. I mentioned the baggery. I mentioned the guest list, 239-1260 telephone number. We want your feedback, and JMV at WNDE.com is is the email address. I'm stankin', all sweaty. I'm going to go change it up, prep for the show, get going, and hopefully talk to a lot of you at 239-1260. Have a great day, and remember, WNDE.com, my personal page is The Drive with JMV. Pretty much a couple of times a week, you can see yet another video blog that either will entertain you or bore the absolute bejesus out of you. One of the two. Have a great day. Knock yourself out. Talk to you again.